carry you.
Union J on BBC Radio 1, that is Carry You, their brand new single. They were on with Scott Mills yesterday afternoon. Did they do anything like innuendo bingo or anything? Did he make them get wet?
Yes, they... Bear with me. I had an email about
Just
it.
say yes or no.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they did fun
Okay,
stuff.
Good, okay.
They did really good stuff.
Well, if you missed that, you can watch it. Also,
They did gossip. They had, you found out a bit of trivia about them.
Oh.
JJ played Truth or Dare, that was it.
Oh, really? I found out some gossip about them on Friday night. I did the same TV show as them. Well, it was my TV show, that's why. They
Sweat the
came
Small
on.
Stuff tonight, 10 o'clock, BBC 3?
That's correct. Sweat the Small Stuff tonight, 10 p.m. on BBC 3. And they were on there. They got wasted. I'm serious. Union J, you wouldn't think they had it in them. When we got there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they were like downing pints in the beer garden. Watch it tonight. Because they were quite honest, because they had a few. Yeah. Anyway, our guest for the morning is here. And it's weird because we're not talking to him and he's not opening his mouth.
Well, I didn't know whether I was here yet or not. I didn't know whether I should say anything.
Usually do an intro, but usually we get you here in time.
Well, no, I was here in time.
I know, but we didn't get you.
Oh, okay, fine.
That was bad. We just left you.
Yeah. There's
I don't know
no
why.
whisper of Radio 1 in that reception.
What do you mean?
Well, they're not playing it or anything.
Really?
Yeah. It's like Radio 1 all over the door. You walk in, could be anything. The man didn't seem to have much knowledge of who you were. Certainly didn't know who I was. He was flicking through a plastic folder going, Grim what? Grim? Luckily you phoned down, because otherwise I think it's... Radio 2's the same. I do a show on Radio 2 every Saturday.
Me and Fiona listen.
Oh, bless you.
Yes.
Oh, you're so old. And and I walk in, and this happened for months. Like, there's a rack of postcards with all our names and, and our faces there. Yeah. And I would walk in there and go, yes. And I'd go, oh, Graeme Norton. What show? The Graeme Norton Show. And then finally there was a fabulous day I walked in and they went, oh, Graeme Norton, hello. And I went, hello. And they went, what are you doing here? Still no actual knowledge of the show.
I work here every single week. Every week. Because I forget my pass every day.
Of course you do. I do the same.
Every day. And they get so annoyed. Matt and Fiona get so annoyed every day. Mainly because you can't get around radio. You can't move around the building. You're just trapped in this room. You can't get in or out.
For doors and things.
For doors. Like you beep, beep. It's really annoying. So every morning when I get in, I'm like, hi, it's me. And they're like, yes. I'm like, but you've seen me every day for the last 8 months at this time. So sorry that we left you downstairs in reception.
No, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's quite fun. I watched anecdote to start the show.
I watched some local news.
Yes.
It was great.
Yeah. I got excited because I thought that Jake Bugg was on the news this morning, but it actually wasn't Jake Bugg. It turned out to be a teacher that I think was going to jail. I was like, oh, Jake Bugg's on. That's what I was watching whilst I was trapped in reception this morning.
We won't question why he was going to jail. No, let's not.
I think so.
Let's not pick at that scab.
No, not right now on the BBC. Are you okay, though?
I'm really well.
Yeah?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I feel alright. I slept loads last night. I was saying I went to bed and it was sort of this light.
Me too. I went to bed really early, but because I don't go to bed really early, I then woke up at 4:30.
Oh, really? Yeah, 10 to 5 I woke up and was like, yay!
I wasn't yay. I was thinking I could have 2 more hours here, but nothing.
No, did not happen.
Nothing.
No, so you've been awake since 4:30.
Well, I think I have. I don't know. You know that thing where you think you've been awake, but in fact,
it could have been seconds, or it could have been hours. You never know.
Yeah, pretty sure it was hours.
Even if I wake up in the middle of the night, like my friend came and stayed last night, but I went to bed and she was like, I'm gonna stay at yours. My house has been all organised. It's a mess. Gonna come and stay at yours. So I said, here's keys. Come in. Don't wake me up. So she came in and didn't wake me up. I just saw like a light go on in the hall, and I was just like, well, I'm awake now. Yeah. And then, I've ruined tomorrow. And even just awake for like that second, I was like, well, tomorrow's ruined.
Yeah.
Absolutely ruined.
Do you know today is the anniversary of when we hung out?
Really?
Yeah, I know this.
The first time that we hung out?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because I'm hosting the Glamour Awards tonight.
Yes.
And do you remember that was where we went out for Jake Shears and I went home and fell asleep in a dog bed? I say that like it's an unusual occurrence. I start most of my sleeps in the dog bed.
In the dog bed.
And then I wake up about 2 and go, oh, all right, I'll go upstairs.
Do you remember what the first drink was that we enjoyed together?
It wasn't.
I introduced it to you.
Was it a Jagerbomb?
It was a Jagerbomb.
Oh, so old and so stupid. Why was I doing Jagerbombs? That's embarrassing. I'm blushing, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you had one since?
Do you know I have? Oh, I have. Because I went to see, this story is so ridiculous. I went to see a show in, now I can't remember where it was, somewhere very far north, not Leeds, Sheffield, I think. Yes, the Crucible. Where do they play the snooker? Is that the Sheffield Crucible?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Sheffield. Yeah.
So I went to Sheffield, and we went to a club afterwards, and I was so famous in Sheffield. I was like Princess Diana walking down the street. and we had Jagerbombs to celebrate.
Yeah. I remember.
It's what you would have wanted.
Yeah. She would have liked that, yeah. Right, we're going to have the news because it's 8:01. Sorry, surprise, Graham.
It's news!
It is the news with Tina DeHealy.
Listen, watch, share.
Radio 1 Newsbeat, it's 4 minutes past 8.
Thank you, Tina DeHealy.
You're very welcome.
Have you noticed that I've been on time for news?
You have. I'm very impressed.
It's my new promise to the BBC.
Even with a big guest in the studio.
Even with a big guest. I just...
Well, there she is.
Yes, she is. There's Tina.
Oh, there she is. Hello.
Hi.
There's Graeme Norton.
I know. I can see your face.
Where does she physically live? Where
She
is
lives
that?
in well, I don't know.
In a
actually.
news booth.
That's her
Not
actual
far away.
home.
Are you on this floor?
Yeah, yeah, she's here, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they make her go into a very small room to do it in, though.
It is like the zoo here, because while the news was on, there's like a little feeding cubicle. They go through a hatch.
We have to go...
They go through a hatch, and they have little bites of food, and nibbles of
You're
food, little
not-
sips of water.
There's a very strict rule here. You're not allowed to eat in the studio.
You're not allowed to eat or drink in the studio.
If I knew the Queen,
cool.
if I knew the Queen well, I would insist she just walked around with coffee when she comes in. When she comes in on Friday,
She can do whatever she wants.
yeah, coffee,
Do whatever I want.
Nice
We've had a
filter.
few guests. When they're kind of famous, you can't really tell them. Like Selena Gomez came in. But we didn't want to tell her because we thought she was too famous to tell.
What that girl needs is ground rules.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's young as well.
She needs parenting.
Yeah.
She needs parenting.
Who else haven't we told, Finch? Who's been in that's been really too famous to tell? Occasionally people like you can't tell. Like if they're Two Door Cinema Club or something, you're like, stop it. Or Biffy Clyro, you're like, don't eat that.
Dizzy, because he was in a bad mood.
Oh,
and
Dizzy
he needed his
Rascal.
caffeine fix.
Yeah,
so
and
I let him
also
have
he had a
coffee.
sausage sandwich as well.
Did he? I
Yeah,
didn't
and
see that.
Fiona
I
ate his
that.
scraps when he left.
You gotta get him the sack.
I know.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, Dizzy could be scary, I think, sometimes.
Yeah. We didn't want to mess with him.
No. Anyway, Graeme Norton is here. We're going to play 2 songs, and then we're going to
you
have an
say?
actual conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you do that on Radio 2? Do you play 2 together? Not really, do you?
No.
No. It's quite good because you get 7 minutes off.
Well, no, we never get that long off. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Sometimes it's boring, though, because you want to show off. And I think I'm here to show off, not to listen to Rita Ora. Morning, Rita. Rita Ora there on BBC Radio 1. Before that, some Daft Punk. It is Nick Grimshaw on Radio 1, and Graeme Norton is here.
I am.
Good morning.
The Radio 1 Breakfast Show with Nick Grimshaw.
Is it too loud, Radio 1?
Everything's so loud at Radio 1. I just thought I'd been shot in the head.
That is quite dramatic, this.
The Radio 1
It's very intense.
Grimshaw.
Sorry.
It's only breakfast. Calm down, everyone.
It's so intense.
You're just going to work.
We do it. Do you ever listen?
Yeah.
Yeah? We do.
I know I shouldn't.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, you
I
can.
apologise now. I apologise in advance for listening.
You can, just don't tell anyone.
I know, I just drag your demographic up.
Yeah. You're giving Matt Fincham a really hard job to do here.
Yes. I'm trying to get rid of the...
At least I'm not eating sausages.
That's true, that's true.
What's more
Shout to
offensive,
Reese
the
is
fact
listening.
that Graeme Norton listens, or the fact that sometimes you let people eat a sausage in the studio?
I'll
probably Graeme Norton.
I'll probably get more told off for the sausage, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sausage or Graeme Norton?
And we like that you listen, Graeme. On BBC.
No, I do listen, yeah.
I was saying that it was making me nervous that you listen.
Why?
Before, because I thought maybe you judge my interview technique, because I judge other people when I listen to them on the radio.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't... Oh, no,
It's not judge, but I think I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, see? No, I think because I'm very bad at interviewing people, so I like...
That's your job. What are you talking about?
Well,
You're not famously great at interviewing
No, I
people.
like meeting people.
Okay.
I love meeting people. I like saying hello. I like kind of... It's J-Lo. And then she walks on. I shake her hand. I see what she smells like. I see what she's wearing.
And then you wrap it up.
Then I'm not that interested, really.
Maybe that's true then. Maybe because I think I'm quite bad at actually doing an interview, because we did some research of what people thought of the Radio 1 breakfast show.
Oh, whose terrible idea was that?
I don't know, but people thought that my interviews lacked structure.
See, the person who answered that question had time to answer it. Who are they? Do you know what I mean? What loser answers a research interview? And yet we're making decisions based on not a very structured interview. What would you know? You're standing in the street talking to a greasy man in an anorak.
That's true. I always got in trouble. Did you ever do a junket when you go to a hotel room and you have to interview? So they do these terrible things and they hope you have an interview. If you ever watched T4, if anyone ever saw T4 always had them.
Yeah.
So you'd interview Don't shake your head when I mention T4, R.I.P. God bless them all. Steve Jones. Good morning. But what they do is they'd send you to the movie star's hotel room, and you do. So what it'd be like, they've been on the Graeme Norton show, this radio show where they come in and there's time to chat. You go in and you're face to face with like Leonardo DiCaprio, and they're like, okay, 4 minutes, go, and you have to just do an interview with them. But you have to ask them about the film, and I'd never ever ask them about the film, and I'd spend 4 minutes going, yeah, you're right, and then they'd go, yeah, you, and I'd go, yeah, you, yeah, you, and then they go, okay, that's it, and then they'd never be able to use any of it because I'd not asked them any questions.
The worst ones are those people who try to play a game with a celebrity in the 4 minutes. Was that you?
Hi, T4.
That was a really stupid idea.
I know, so annoying. So annoying. I had to do it actually with Leonardo DiCaprio, who I thought might be fun. Not fun. Not a fun guest. He was talking about the environment, and I thought...
he loves the environment.
Yeah, but I thought he was joking. And so I presumed that this was, you know, sometimes an American actor is bored in those junkets, so they'll make something up.
Yes.
So that he'll like, oh, I just love saving whales. And I was like, oh, that's hilarious. But no, he does like saving whales.
Yeah.
He really, really does. So he hated me. Have you ever interviewed anyone and it's got off on the wrong foot like that? I don't think DiCaprio's coming on the show anytime soon, Finchy.
Nah.
It's never going to happen.
Nah.
He'd be allowed to eat, wouldn't he?
I think he'd be allowed to eat.
He could bring food in.
Yeah.
It'd be pulse-based, probably.
Yeah, what do you think he eats? Yeah, a lot of
pulses.
Yeah.
He's got lovely
avocado.
He's got lovely
Victoria's
skin.
Secret models.
No. Sometimes they go off the wrong foot. It's just that. But the good thing is because the TV show's on for a long time, so you normally get it back. And also because even though there are people listening to this, you could forget the people are listening to it. So if I decided I hated Nick Grimshaw, then it could all go a bit wrong.
Yeah.
But on the telly, there's 600 people sat in rows, and actors or musicians or anyone really doesn't want 600 people to go, boo, you're horrible. So they hold it together.
Yeah, they kind of have to be nice to you.
Yeah.
Does it annoy you when people do this thing when you're interviewing them and they go, like, to the audience, am I right? Hey? People do that. I always think that's weird.
It involves the audience. The audience like it.
I always think it's such an odd thing when you're watching on the telly, because the camera's always located to the side, so that it's just that side of their head like, oh yeah.
Yeah, some people, I know, particularly comics will often do it.
Yes, comics do it.
Yeah, they do a lot of talking to the
they
audience.
love to show off though, don't they?
Well, that's their job.
They can't help it.
That's their job. If they
it.
didn't, if we ended up with a kind of, a comic who just answered questions seriously. yeah. But childhood, it was all right. Yeah,
I don't really remember much of that.
I don't really, no, my parents never did anything funny, no. I don't watch the news.
Has there anyone that's been on that's got sort of the wrong end of the stick? I interviewed Kanye West once, and he had a blog where he's still got a blog where he writes about things. So I said, oh, I've got a blog, but I write about things that I want for free. So I'll write about a pair of trainers, and hopefully they'll send me them for free. That's
it's like Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop.
Yes, exactly like that. So he has a blog, but he writes about like speedboats and things like that. So I said, so do you write about that so you get free speedboats? And he was like, I'm rich. And he went mad. He was like, I don't need free things. I drink champagne a day. And he went mad.
But wasn't that funny, mad?
No, he was like mad.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't like it at all.
Really?
Yeah, no, he was genuinely mad. And that was the end of it.
He can spend time with Kim Kardashian.
I know, how does
It's a bit like the person doing the market research. It's like, you've spent time in a room with Kim Kardashian, and you haven't run from it screaming.
Yeah, how does he like her but not me?
Well, no, but I think, essentially, if you can spend time with Kim Kardashian, you shouldn't be allowed to do jury duty, or really anything serious. Drive a car, operate heavy machinery, nothing. Yeah.
Nothing like that. Have no responsibility whatsoever.
Has he left her, do you think?
I don't know. What do you think that is?
She does seem to be wandering around with that baby on ball by herself a lot.
She does, doesn't she? And he's just like in parties at me.
Yeah.
Having the time of his life.
Kim who? I'm rich!
Have you had her on the show? Have you met her?
No, I'd never have her on the show.
No. Why not?
Because, what is she?
I don't know. We were going to have her on the show once, but we devised a good game. We were going to do Family Fortunes, Kardashians versus Grimshaws. So I think on that level it would work. You'd never want her on just to talk.
That would be funny. But also, I think, actually, even though we're talking about her now, I think most people up and down the land don't know who she is, don't care who she is, don't watch her show.
Yeah. I don't think she's even nice on that programme when I've watched that show.
I rarely watch it, but she never appears nice.
No, she always just seems to be like mean to those other sisters. I like the other one, the big giant one.
I know, bless
I love
her.
that one.
Yeah.
Chloe.
Because, the gene pool got really mixed up there, didn't it? Yeah.
She's like, she got the bad facial expressions, but she got all the good personality.
Yeah, no, I like her.
I like her.
She does seem nice.
I'd have her on. She seems like a hoot.
And then there's the little one who married that weird kind of Ken Barbie doll
Yeah,
thing.
and she, like, hates everything, doesn't she? But she's, like, just like, hate my family. I think she likes it.
Now write me a check.
Yeah.
Are there Kardashians we don't know? Is it like the Osbournes? Are there Kardashians that aren't
But there's
in it?
Rob. I felt like Rob Kardashian yesterday when I put my gym kit on. Like all bloated and fat when I put it on. So there's him, and then there's the two little ones.
Yeah, they're in it a bit, though.
They're in it a little bit. They're like making a smoothie in the kitchen and brushing their hair occasionally near a microwave.
Waiting till they can do a Playboy spread.
Yeah, yeah. But they're doing Playboy because they want it to be tasteful if they're gonna do it.
Yeah, and Mom said we should hold
That
out
mum.
for this. Yeah,
Obsessed with that mum.
she's not shy, is she, that Mom?
She's really not.
Ooh.
I reckon if Matt Fincham dyed his hair darker, he would look a lot like Kris Jenner.
Which one's that? Is that the mother?
mum,
or father?
yeah. The mum.
I don't want to be that dad. He's weird, isn't he?
The dad is so weird.
When plastic surgery goes wrong.
That dad's face.
Is that hair real as well?
He looks like a melted fox.
Yeah, no, there what used to be stuff. He used to be really good looking.
Yeah.
He used to be like properly handsome.
Oh, yeah.
And then he met Kim Kardashian and her personality decayed his face.
Isn't he her father?
No,
no, of course he's not. No, the other one. That's why they're famous.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
The Kardashian, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't.
He's just a man.
That's slipped my mind.
He's just a man there. Anyway, we're going to play a record. We're going to play some Biffy Clyro. If you have any questions for Graeme Norton, then text us at 81199. They don't have to be about the Kardashians. Which
No.
Apparent. I like that we've talked about something that we both don't like.
For quite a long time.
5 minutes and 1 second.
I'm using this as a soapbox.
Any questions for Graeme this morning? 81199. And then I've got an idea to put forward. After this, I think it could be good. Do you watch Doctor Who?
Oh, I heard you talking about this. See, I'm a trained actor. I will walk all over you.
Will you?
yeah.
okay.
Interesting.
We need
Yeah.
some tips.
You are
then.
breakfast toast.
Biffy Clyro there, and Opposite on BBC Radio. I love every time I speak, Graeme Norton gets really startled.
Oh no, I just didn't realise that song was ending.
Yeah, it ended. Me neither, we were chatting. Okay, we've got some, we want to talk about Doctor Who, because I kind of want to be the Doctor Who, but should we do that after the news, Finch, and do some questions? Let's do that later, we'll do that later. But right now, I have loads of questions from the public. Are you ready for some of these?
Yes, I am.
There's so many of them, Graeme, as well. So many questions. I wrote questions, though, because I was saying, do you write questions when you... How do you prep for when you've got guests? Because I'm going to copy your exact structure.
No, you're
now,
not.
What you do.
No, you're not.
No, I am.
No, well, we spend a whole day.
I think they should spend the whole day.
Okay, they. Well, no, I have a they, and they spend a whole week.
Really?
So I spend a day, and we gotta go through it because they're all on the same time.
Yeah.
You're always looking for things that. Oh, did everyone have a funny early job? Has everyone met the Queen? You know, you're just looking for things that kind of bond them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we.
Has there been anyone on there, like, all three have hated one another?
We had a bit of an incident with Alan Sugar and Pamela Stevenson.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lord Alan doesn't really have the wanting to be liked gene.
No, he really doesn't. He's such a weird person. I was saying on the radio the other day, because it's quite weird that he's already rich, right? So he doesn't need to go on the telly.
Yeah.
So you'd think that fame would be a byproduct of wanting to be rich. That's what Will Smith said recently. He did a thing in the New York Times where he said that he wanted to act and then fame was like the byproduct. But it's weird with Alan Sugar that he's rich but wants to be on telly, but not go on the telly and be liked. He just wants to go on the telly and be mean.
Yeah, it's very odd.
It's so odd.
Yeah.
Like, I want everyone to know I'm not nice.
Yeah, Billy Crystal says, when people say to him, oh, I want to be rich and famous, he always says, try being rich first.
Ria's been on, who's 12. She says, hello, Graeme. I'm Ria. I'm 12. I love being weird.
Hi, Ria.
I wanted to ask, if you were born a girl, what would he be doing right now?
What would she be doing?
You.
What would I be doing?
If you were born a woman. Ria is weird.
Yeah, well, if I was born a woman, I'd probably the same thing.
job.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope. Or, you know, in a nicer world, I'd have been a nurse, obviously.
Yeah, of course, midwife.
Yeah, but by now I'd be in jail. Because I wouldn't have been a very good nurse. Yeah, so a jail's nurse, Ria, is the answer
I
to that
imagine
question.
weird Ria will love that this morning. Was there anything that you ever wanted to do apart from just being on the telly and talking to people? Was there any sort of serious career path?
I wanted to be a zoologist, but obviously that involved exams, so that couldn't happen. Then I wanted to be an actor, and I tried to do that, but no one was quite as interested in my acting career as I was. So it's very hard to do that. It's very hard to launch that by yourself.
Yes.
So then I started doing bits of stand-up, and then I just got drifted into what I do now.
Yeah.
But I love what I do now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I enjoy my job.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I do feel very lucky in that I do have a job I like.
Yeah.
And I don't have to do it that often, and I don't have to get up that early to do it. Not that I'm judging your job, Nick.
No. We have to do it every day, really early. We're saying it's a rarity in a job that you go to where you actually feel happier at work than in your real life. which is really sad, because I can sort of mask the sadness for 3.5 hours a day, and then I go home, and then I just sit at home like,
watch the microwave. Nothing's on.
Nothing's even on. Well, we're going to go to the news, because look, it's 8:30, and I've promised the BBC that I'll be on time for all news junctions. And then we're going to have more chat with Graeme. Thank you, Tina DeHealy.
You're very welcome.
Do you have a question for Graeme Norton? How do you leave your job in radio news to make it big on television?
Like you, yeah. How do I become a bigger star as you?
But you're in the same building, Tina DeHealy.
I
You could
know.
take the lift. Take the lift down. Isn't there a big well in the other building?
Yeah.
Just wander around that a bit with sheets of paper, looking important.
Look busy. Yeah. With that
Okay.
hair, Tina, you are wasted on the radio. Look how shiny it is.
No,
it
it-
looks wet.
It is annoying, isn't it?
It's
and
so shiny.
And it's really badly lit there. So on television, actually, it might be too bright for television.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
Too
too
shiny
much.
for TV.
Your hair's actually too bright for television. Terrible. Well, Graham's going to stay. Are you going to stay for like 5 more minutes? How long do you want to stay for?
No, I'm great. I've put some money on the car now.
He was
Fine.
like, he just said during the news, then he was like, not to sound rude or anything, but
Right.
when can I go? I was told it was till 8:30.
And, I didn't need to put any money in the car at
Yeah.
8:30.
No,
I was
yeah,
thinking,
you're fine.
yes,
Didn't you
results.
say you have some Doctor Who questions?
Yeah, we're going to do Doctor Who. We're going to play a song and then we're going to do
Good.
Doctor Who things. I'm going to audition for the role, Tina. You could be my companion if you want, Tina.
Yes.
That could
There's
be
a
good.
shot at stardom. My glossy hair might work for that.
Tina,
Yeah, you could be like alien hair.
Tina has a whiff of Doctor Who about her.
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why don't you come in here, Tina, and see us?
Great, I will.
Let's see that hair in real life.
Fine.
I'm not
on
sure
my
I'm
way.
ready.
Yeah, come and have a look.
I've got
This is
shades.
BBC Radio 1.
Jason Status there on BBC Radio 1. Before that, the scripts, I think. I like saying sometimes when a song ends, a song there on BBC Radio 1. Graeme Norton is here, but he's got to go in a minute because parking.
No, but I do that because there's the computer thing
Yeah.
in front of you. So I'm on Radio 2 and I have to say what music is. Often I don't know which is the title of the song and which is the band. So I just read it out in a kind of vague way. That was Blur and Blur.
It was Blur.
Yeah. Luckily it turned out it was Blur. Yeah.
No, it was
Phew.
Blur. Yeah, what have you got to do today? Why have you got to rush off? What are you doing?
Thanks for asking. Well, I didn't particularly have to rush off, but because I was told I'd be leaving at
Yes,
8:30,
you made
so
plans.
that was my plan, to
Okay.
leave at 8:30.
Okay.
But that was only a parking plan.
I think there's someone that wants to meet Graeme.
Who?
In a bit.
Who? Let's see.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Our
That
friend.
person.
I think they might have chemistry.
You might have chemistry with our friend.
Really?
Yeah, I think
You
so.
have a lot in common.
Is this like is this like a dating thing now?
No.
Well,
No.
it could
Maybe.
be. She's open to...
She's open to anything, really.
She is, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could do her, yeah.
A pronoun disappointed me there. But
Yeah.
anyway.
She's
it's often
robotic.
it's often that a pronoun lets me down.
Disappoints, yeah, a Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to talk to you about Doctor Who because the Doctor's leaving. Matt Smith's leaving for Hollywood.
It's now here. Here's my idea.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do the shows with Android Webber. We do one on the BBC One, finding a new doctor. It'd be called Doctor You.
Oh!
Do you
What
see?
Doctor Who?
Doctor, you call it Doctor You.
That
See?
could be great.
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't we make that happen?
Well, we should.
I think that could be good, but I want to win.
Okay.
So maybe it's just, you can only enter if you're already on the BBC. So it's like me,
If you're a presenter on the BBC, you can enter. but
me,
anyone
Sarah
else-
Cox, and someone off Blue Peter.
We
Go
are,
head to
yeah,
head.
it'd be the opposite of normal rules. You know,
Yeah.
only family members of people who work at the BBC.
Yeah.
Only people who work at the BBC. Yeah, they can all enter.
They can all
Yeah,
enter,
But if
yeah,
you're a
yeah.
member of the public, sorry.
Sorry, but thanks for paying for it.
Yeah. It's been brilliant.
It's been really good.
I hope you can see how much we're enjoying it.
I thought maybe we could take this chance to audition, because you've been an actor.
I trained.
You trained. Where did you train?
I trained at a proper drama school.
Yeah.
At the Central School of Speech and Drama.
Oh.
I know.
Well, I was thinking about becoming an actor.
My name is on the steps.
Is it?
Yeah. Which must be quite depressing if you're an actor training there. And you're thinking, that's my dream. To never act again. And to talk to some actor.
I wish I was you.
Yeah, it's not very aspirational, is it?
No, not really. Scrub that off. Get rid of that drama school, yeah. Because I thought maybe like Russell Brand did the radio and then he went and made loads of money being an actor.
Yes.
So I thought I could do that.
It's a career plan that's been trodden.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could happen, and I don't think I'd never play the lead role, but I could be like, do you know, like if you have a lead character like a Zac Efron or a James Franco or a Heartthrob, I could be like the ugly British mate.
I'm going to say something really depressing now.
Okay.
I think you've left it too late.
Do you think? Or am I too
I think
old?
no. Because you'd have been really good in all those high school things. The geeky friend, they'd have put you in glasses and braces.
Yeah.
And you'd have been like the understanding friend that she would come to after the jock, did something horrible to her. Like
GBF.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what
I
you
could
mean.
be the GBF.
I thought that's what the jock did to her. He beat her up under the stands.
It's a really sad movie.
Yeah, it's
so do you
very
think I've left
sad.
it too long now? But then always in American films, you always have someone like John Travolta playing a teenager in Grease. He was like 40 when he did that.
He failed quite a few exams to still be in high school at that point.
Yeah. Quite old.
Not as many exams as who played, who's Rizzo in that?
Rizzo was literally like my mum's age.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she was so old. She literally had a cane.
She'd free travel.
She was so old. Yeah. So I think I've left it too early. It's like when people who are like 25 say, I'm going to be a model. It's like, no. You get sacked at 25.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
So maybe the next few minutes...
Saga holidays. You can do that. But that's about it.
You've got the Dorothy Perkins campaign. That is it. So I thought we could take this opportunity to audition now for Doctor Who. I could be the Doctor. The Doctor used to be old until...
But you're young.
Matt Smith was young.
You're young.
Yeah, young Doctor Who.
You're young for doctors.
I'm old. I think I'm old.
You're old for high school.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can do a doctor easily.
Do a doctor's role, yeah.
And you work in the hair. You've got the Doctor Who hair already.
Yes.
You know.
We're halfway there.
Yeah,
I'm already on the BBC payroll. They know my thing.
Have you worn a bow tie?
I have wore a bow tie, yeah.
Well, there you go. You're laughing.
I've got a scarf.
Oh, and actually,
I've met.
No. Here's my new idea. I'm so on it this morning,
Yeah,
right?
come on.
Here's what we do. We get your dog in. And that's the new assistant.
Oh,
and we CGI the mouth, and it talks. I could be the voice of your dog.
Hello, callers, BBC One.
Oh, this is
That's
so
major.
good.
Graeme Norton plays the Jack Russell, the companion.
I say, bin the rest of the series of The Voice, and we'll do this live. We'll just go live.
Will.i.am can play a weird alien. Jessie J, a creature from the deep. That'll be a good show. Which script do you want to go for?
Let's do The Beast Below.
Okay, The Beast Below.
Okay.
2010, starring Matt Smith. Who do you want to be? Amy?
I'll be Amy, then you be the doctor. I'll be
the
this. This is the dog. This is the
Okay.
dog speaking now.
Okay.
My name is Amy Pond. When I was 7, I had an imaginary friend. Last night was the night before my wedding.
Come on, Pond.
And my imaginary friend came back. The doctor pulls Amy back inside the TARDIS.
Now do you believe me?
Was that a euphemism? Oh, it could be. Okay, your box is a spaceship. It's really a spaceship. We are in space. Oh, what are we breathing?
I've extended the air shell. We're fine, Pond.
Oh, you were very good. I was terrible. You were very good.
Quite good, that was.
You were very good.
I tried to have some command in my voice. Come on, Pond.
I tried to give you. I tried to help you by making a bit like the fat friend who makes you look thinner. That's. I was trying to be the less talented one so that you sounded good.
Thank you.
That was my plan.
That was very nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I thought I did a good job.
Thank you. Maybe we could call them later on. Well, do you want to stick around? Can we do show quizness? Do you want to stay for show quizness?
Oh, all right.
And then we'll let you go.
Okay. Well, show quiz finishes by 9, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely over by 9. Yeah.
Okay.
BBC Three is alive with music.
The 1975 there on BBC Radio 1. It is coming up to 9 o'clock, and Graeme Norton is being held against his will inside of Radio 1.
I'm trapped in a TARDIS.
Sorry, Graeme.
No, I'm liking it. It was just the I didn't want
Just
to go.
the parking.
It was just the parking, but now it's fine.
He's
It's
got
fine.
the gym at 10.
Yeah, I do.
Jim at 10. We'll let him go before 10. We're going to play show quizness. Woohoo! This is only the second guest that we've had play show quizness with a caller. We played with Haim the other day, and it was chaos, so we thought we could get Graeme to stay. So it's going to be me and Graeme playing show quizness this morning against our caller on line 1. She was a winner yesterday. No, it was a draw yesterday. So she's come through to round 2. Good morning, Sammy.
Morning, Grimmy.
Morning. Say hi to Graeme Norton.
Hi, Graeme Norton. Oh, my God.
Hello, Sammy.
On the radio with you.
Aww.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Are you well, Sammy?
I'm very good. I'm very good. What day? Tuesday morning on the radio with Graeme Norton and Nick Grimshaw. Oh, my God.
What a day, Sammy.
Saucy.
Your Wednesday's going to suck.
Oh, don't say that.
Are you late for work again? Because Sammy yesterday was late for work and she said she was running late. So I said, what are you doing now? She said, well, I've just pulled over because I thought if I'm going to be late.
Yeah.
Might as well do a quiz on the radio. So are you late again this morning?
Well, it's 5 to 9, so they don't open till 5:30, so I can get away with it.
You'll
a
be
little
okay.
bit.
I know how you feel, Sammy. What do you do?
Oh, no. I work for a bank.
Oh, yes. Ooh.
Yeah.
Does that take much preparation? Are you on the counter?
No, I'm one of them that I'm a customer service officer. I'm one of them people that you sit in a room with and basically interview you. Really.
But you don't do the phone thing. You don't do what was your favourite subject at school, what was your first car, all that stuff.
I did really well in maths, so that's why hence in banking.
Can I just say
She's killing it in bank.
That was a good idea.
Yeah.
Good at maths.
Yeah,
I'll go into banking.
Yeah.
You really thought it through, Sammy.
Seems obvious.
Yeah, but I really like speaking customers as well, so this is like a perfect job for me.
Oh, what a dream
Bit of
job.
numbers and a bit of.
And then you were late 2 days in a row and got fired. Wow, what a pity.
They were fine.
Did everyone like it that you were on the radio yesterday when you got there and they were like, oh, Sammy's like a gun? Did they like your excuse of that I was on the radio?
No, I didn't tell them because I just couldn't tell them because I couldn't say, oh, well, I was a bit later than usual because I was on the radio. But, all my friends, really enjoyed my show yesterday. Well,
Your show, my show, hello. Well, let's say hello to our host this morning. Let's say hello to the ever sassy Showbot. Morning, Showbot.
Good morning, Grimey.
Good morning, you okay?
How are you today, Grimey?
Yeah, I'm very good this morning, feeling quite chipper. How are you?
Fine and dandy, and slightly randy.
Wow.
It rhymes.
Good morning, contestant on the phone.
Morning, Showbot.
How are you, contestant?
I'm feeling fantastic, thank you. How are you?
Yeah. I haven't got time for this right now.
Okay, well, let's get on with it.
Who am I? Chop liver? Nothing at all.
Hello to
No.
Graham.
Absolutely not. No.
She's not having it. Well, let's have question 1. It's me and Graeme Norton versus Sammy from the bank. Question 1.
True or false? House prices have dropped by 4,000% in Justin Bieber's California neighborhood since the teen Tirway moved in.
So have you heard about Justin Bieber? He's been causing chaos in his neighbourhood.
Well, because he's taken some time off, hasn't he? See,
Has he?
Yeah, he's taken some time off. That's what I read, yeah.
All right.
I think time off just means his tour's ended.
Yeah. Sitting around the house, yeah. He has moved into like a really fancy gated California neighbourhood. And it's all rich people live there. Yeah. And he is driving around erratically in his Ferrari, and all the neighbours are going crazy.
I would say it's kind of true, but it couldn't be 4,000%. Now, Sammy, you work in banking. You'll know this. If the property values drop by 4,000%, they'd be the houses would come with free cash, wouldn't they?
Well,
She's thinking that she's got a calculator out.
Justin Bieber divided by 4,000 equals.
With Justin Bieber in the house, I probably would say it would probably drop by that much.
Are you not a fan, Sammy?
Not really, sorry. But, and as well, his monkey might wreck the place as well, so...
That's true, his monkey could make a terrible...
That monkey's still relaxing in Germany.
Yeah.
We know that.
I think he got a new one, though.
Oh, did he get a new one?
I think he just replaced it. I think I read that, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Have you had him on the show?
Once, yes.
Did you like him?
Do you know what? I didn't dislike him because he's a kid.
Yeah.
And, but... Yes.
This is like a kid, isn't it?
It was hard to talk to him. He talked to me, but while practicing dance moves in a mirror.
Which is what I'm doing right now. So should we say true or should we say false?
I'm saying false. It can't be 4,000% sure.
Okay, we're saying false. What are you saying, Sammy?
I'm going to go with you guys, even though, despite my calculations, I'm going to go with you guys.
Okay, we're all saying false.
The answer is probably true.
Probably true.
Probably true is false.
That means false.
Yeah, probably true is false.
Question 2.
What has Justin Timberlake said he's leaving to fate? A. Reforming NSYNC. B. Having children. C. His expanding waistline. D. The repetitive nature of his albums. E. Discovering if his wife has any charisma.
I'm going to say E. Should we go E? Have you met Jessica Biel?
I'm so not going E.
Why?
I'm really not going E.
Okay, Graeme Norton's not going E. Sammy, have you met Jessica Biel?
I wish I have, but I haven't.
I feel like she's... no, I've never met her. I feel like she's watered down Justin Timberlake. Like, I feel
Undoubtedly so.
I feel like now Justin Timberlake's songs sound like music for Jessica Biel, when they used to sound like good pop songs.
No, but I think he's got a lovely lady in his wife, so he's taking his eye off the music ball.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that's happening.
Shut up.
So what do we think he's leaving to fate? Reforming NSYNC, having children, his expanding waistline. He looked pretty thin when he came in. I don't think he's expanding.
Do you want to win this thing? Do you want to win this thing?
Yeah.
Then it's children.
Yeah? Okay, let's go with B.
I think it's good as well.
The answer
Sammy.
is B. Having children.
Yeah, see, of course it was.
He's leaving it to fate, yeah.
Do you mind if I interrupt for a moment, please, Graeme?
Yes, of course, what's up?
Is Graeme Norton still here?
Graeme Norton is still here.
She knows my name.
Ooh, we do like a bit of Graeme.
We do, don't we?
What a cute little accent.
Lovely accent.
And he's a funny little critter, too.
He's a funny guy.
He's like a cheeky Irish pixie.
Thank you for that.
You know what's funny? He makes you sound positively alpha male.
Hey!
I didn't think it'd be possible, but you sound well butch in comparison.
Oh!
That's a compliment.
Yeah, it sounds very butch. Thank you, Showbot.
Yeah, but not everyone sounds like an Irish pixie.
No, that's true, yeah.
This is a saleable skill.
Yeah.
Thank you, Showbot.
Yeah. Do you think I sound super butch, then?
Oh.
You know, he's still here, Graeme. Like, you're talking about him like he's not here. This is the man talking right now.
Whoops.
Yeah, he's here.
Hello, Graeme.
Hello, Showbot. Yes, I am still here. I'm surprised as well.
Fancy a hookup?
No.
I think you'd get it actually.
Oh,
really?
You could have it.
Really?
Do you have a screen, Showbot?
Me likey the Irish.
There we go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, let's
still
move
here.
on, sweet cheeks.
Yeah, let's move on, Showbot. Come on, let's do this. Question 3 for me and Graeme and Sammy. Parking's
Harder.
running out.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
That's the question. Harder, better, faster, stronger.
What a question.
It's suddenly got quite... Yeah.
It's got quite out there, hasn't it? It's gone quite Six Music.
It's like a philosophy exam.
Yeah.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
Correct.
I would say yes.
Yes, let's say yes. Sammy?
Yeah.
Stop copying us, Sammy. You just copied us all day.
The answer is always harder, baby.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Showbot. That was a very A-level philosophy.
I'm going home to work that one out.
Yeah. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Divided by Justin Bieber. Well, let's find out who is the winning team. Is it me and Graeme, or is it Sammy?
At the end of that quiz, caller on the phone, you are the winner.
Oh, Sammy, winner. Congratulations. She only copied our answers and somehow has managed to win. Congratulations, Sammy.
Thank you very much, Grimmy.
You are welcome, and we'll see you tomorrow to play again.
Fantastic.
I may still be here,
Graham's
Sammy.
going to still be here.
I'm just co-hosting all day.
Yeah. BBC One building.
Bye, Sammy.
Bye.
Bye. Do you want to stay? I'm just kidding now. You can go now. We'll actually let you go. And Graeme, thank you for coming in this morning.
My pleasure. Thank
It's
you
nice to
very
have you in.
much.
Sorry you were in for an hour and
Oh, why?
20 minutes.
It's all good. It's all good.
50% of the show. I'll send you half my fee. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Graeme Norton. Bye.
The Radio 1 Breakfast Show with Nick Grimshaw.